What's going on, guys? Back with another update on the road to making $50,000 selling sports cards this year. So we ended off, we were at $6,815.88 in profit for the year so far. We didn't have a whole lot going on, which is good for us as far as profit goes. So we had two eBay payouts come out this week. The first eBay payout was for $1,451.15. Not too bad of a payout. As I said, most of the time I'm looking to get close to that 2,000 mark. I'm probably going to have to get a little above that 2,000 mark if I want to be successful in hitting this goal. Obviously, we don't have that many more weeks left, so if I'm below 1,000 or at that 1,000 mark, definitely not going to get there. So need to see that number increase a little bit here. The second payout was a lot worse. We sold $664.52. So super slow week. My son's birthday was this last week. And just kind of spent a lot more time doing other things than really focused on the card aspect of the business. So definitely fell behind on that, but still got a little bit of a payout there. We did go to the card shop. We bought a couple different things. So one of which was a hobby box for shorts that I'm doing, trying to pull my Superfractor. And then I got two hobby boxes. So we got two of these, Topps Heritage 2024. Got these for a little under $100 each. They sell for about $140 each online. So I had listed those, hoping those sell, but that was more of an investment piece in the business. And it's kind of be a little bit of my strategy going in towards the end of the season into Q4. But we spent $550 at the card shop. So that was all that we did. That's all the updates we have, and kind of discuss a little bit of what my plans are for the end of this year. Obviously, that makes us end at $8,381.55 in profit for the year so far. So happy with the number that we're at right now. Obviously, we want to see a bigger number. We have a lot of room to go here. So we have a couple different strategies that we're going to implement kind of towards the end. It's things that I was doing in the beginning and kind of got away from, but really need to bring back. So one of which is auctions. So I'm in a basic store on my eBay, which allows me 250 free auction listings a month. I took advantage of that, and I strongly believe a solid eBay store needs a good, healthy mix of auctions happening, as well as buy it now listings. And this does two different things for you. So your eBay store is your brand. So you want people to follow your eBay store, and they will follow it. I send out a little thing in my every single card. I say, thanks for the purchase. Please follow my eBay store. I get a lot of repeat business. I have a lot of people that follow my eBay store. And you find that you might list something, they get a notification that says like, hey, this person just listed XYZ. And it gives them a reason to go check out your store. So you want that. You want people following. You want people doing that. The buy it nows are nice, but the auctions bring in a whole new different audience. The other thing auctions do is they allow people to get good deals. So they'll buy cards and they spend the money on the shipping. So let's say they've already spent the $5. I only charge $5 max in shipping. I advertise it in all my listings. So once they spend the $5, now they're more likely to come check out my store and see if there's anything in the buy it now that they want. So they might get a great deal. I might lose a little bit of money on one card, but then they end up going in and buying two other cards just because at that point it's free. I do have a lot of lower end stuff too that are being sent plain white envelope. So they might throw in a $2 card just because now they're not paying the dollar. I charge $1.03 per card for shipping. So 33% of the card shipping, they eliminate that right there, and they're able to pick up that card. So I do believe that having auctions and that kind of stuff is good. So I'm getting ready. I think it's the 19th. I'm going to be launching 250 auctions. I'm hoping to get a solid amount of return from that, about $2,000 I'd love to see in sales. And it's not going to be crazy, but things like this. So we got the numbered Tatum on the geometric purple, and then you got a little refractor, same thing. Little 3-card John Morant lot. This might go for $2, maybe $1, maybe $3. I got a bunch of like Michael Harris rookie cards, all the same cards, stuff like that. Little Justin Herbert lot for just like 10 cent, 25 cent cards. They sell for $1, $2, $3. I'm happy with that. There'll be cheaper slabs. So like this Tom Brady. This is actually kind of an interesting one because it's an error card. So on the back, it's one of the sample cards, but it's not marked with the sample logo, or it's not with the PSA logo label. So this is actually, I think, one of the highest graded for the sample cards, or maybe the second highest graded pop, like low pop on this card. So something I've been advertising on eBay, it just never really stuck. I'm kind of to the point where I'm gonna try my best to advertise the card, but I'm gonna put it for auction, just kind of see what happens. Same thing with like Tua. It's a card that I've been holding on to for a while. Hopeful that Tua is gonna improve. Really hasn't for this season, so it's time just to move on from this card, take my loss, and go on to other things. I probably have about 20 to 40 slabs that I'll probably run through this auction as well, just to kind of get rid of, clear out some stuff. As well as some of the cards that just haven't sold. So I have a couple like Trout rookie cards, stuff like that I had up. Thought would do a little bit better than they did. They haven't, and it's just time. I've made my money on the lots. I'm profitable. Their cards are just stale inventory. It's time to move them. So I'm hoping that you're going to see a huge increase from that week. The 19th runs all the way to the 26th. You'll get some people that don't pay. You'll get some people that actually take a couple days to pay you. So it's kind of nice for my payouts. Makes you feel a little bit better because Monday, I get weekly payouts. The Monday payout ends. And then people that pay me Monday, like the end Sunday, people that pay me through Monday, I get that payout. You'll get a couple of stragglers that'll take till like probably like Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday to pay you. And that helps the following week with a little bit bigger of a payout. So that aspect's nice. The other thing I'm doing is things like this. So I know that there's more hobby boxes at my card shop. So we got Heritage here. I know there's a 2020 Heritage box for like $70. Goes for about $100 on eBay. Look, I'm really looking to get a couple things that I can lot up or put online. And for the Q4 season, when people are going to start doing their holiday shopping, buying sealed stuff, or maybe even buying some higher end cards for gifts, I'm going to try to focus on that market, having some sealed product, having some things that people might want to buy to give to other people that are card collectors or in the card community, just as a kind of an option to help increase the store as well. So I'm going to be looking for those opportunities as well to really try to push my eBay algorithm, eBay store ahead. The other kind of cool thing that I'm doing today actually is meeting with eBay. They called me and I have high enough sales to talk to a representative. I'm not 100% sure where the conversation is going to go, if they're just going to give me advice on my store or if it's more of an information. I know once you get above a certain threshold, you actually can get an eBay representative that's like assigned to your account, helps you with any issues you're having, and kind of goes through things there. So I don't know what that dollar amount is. My dollars have obviously increased as I've been focusing on the card aspect a little bit more. So it'll be interesting to kind of do that today, later to this afternoon, and kind of see what they say. I'd love to get a representative just because it helps you with some of the headaches. It helps clear up some things. I know as you do increase, you might be able to even get like a little bit of a discount on your eBay fees. So we'll see where that goes, but excited for that later today. But yeah, not a whole lot going on as far as the cards happen. End of October is going to be a little crazy, so I got a nice card show coming up this Sunday. And there's actually a second card show that's probably about 20 minutes away from that one as well. So I'm going to hit 2 card shows on Sunday, and then the following week, or maybe the week after, I'm going to be going to Foxwoods. There's going to be a big show there, and my wife and I are also going to use that as kind of like a little date night. Do the card show in the morning and through the afternoon, and then we're going to get a hotel room and gamble away a bunch of money and have some fun. So looking forward to that. But that's where we stand right now. Do have some plans to really try to spike up this numbers. By the end of October, I want to be above 15,000. I think if I get there, we could really see a big snowball effect. Some bigger shows, better shows for me coming up in the near future. It's been pretty slow the last 2 to 3 weeks. But by adding some inventory, blowing out some of the old inventory I have, I think we're going to see a huge numbers kind of come through with any luck, and we should be a little bit close to that $50,000 mark. But if you guys haven't already done so, please like, subscribe, comment, all that greatly helps me out. I'll catch you guys on the next one.